I think though, if you are tying your quarterback's hands behind his back until the fourth quarter, or if you are just trying to say, hey Kenny, hey number 8, don't screw the game up, and yet you are still winning when the elite teams in the NFL are winning because of their quarterbacks, I actually think that speaks to the overall strength and depth of the roster. And that's not a way that I've heard it framed before. I've heard it the way that you've heard it is, oh, well, you're 6-3 and your quarterback ain't very good. That must mean the coach is excellent. And again, he's not done a bad job, but that speaks to me about the depth and the quality of this roster, actually. Like, you are winning. George Pickens ain't getting used. He's one of your more talented players. You've been banged up, and yet still you got to 6-3. That means this is a good roster.
So you believe that the Steelers should be in the conversation as what FS1's talking about? Like, they're just kind of deciding it. It's between this game here. It's between these two teams who are going to win the division. Do the Steelers deserve to be in that conversation?
I think the winner of Cleveland and Pittsburgh wins the division.
Really?
Yes. Because I look at the Browns' schedule. This would be one of those over-the-hump games for them. They beat Baltimore last week in an improbable way. None of us saw that coming, right? I mean, who thought the Browns had that kind of testicular fortitude? I didn't see it. But here comes Mike Tomlin traipsing in. He's going to wear his sweatsuit. He's probably going to wear aviators on the sideline, looking cool as hell. And that's their bugaboo guy. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's their team. And they can't get over the Pittsburgh Steelers, that playoff game, whatever. Can't get over them. If they beat Pittsburgh with Denver and L.A. and Chicago and the Jets all left on the schedule, I think that Cleveland would have shown me, yeah, with that schedule and getting over that Steelers hump after beating Baltimore that way, I would buy into them. And if the Steelers win, they're sitting there at 7-3, undefeated in the division. And you might not think, and I might agree with you, that the Steelers aren't the best team in the division, but now you got math on your side. You are 3-0, no division losses. You go to Cincinnati, whatever. Even if you don't win that game, you're 3-1. You'd have Cincinnati at home. Baltimore, a team that you've beaten on the road. Whoever wins the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game, forget Baltimore and Cincinnati. Whoever wins the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game wins the division.